Hey guys, it's Jess from Stark Skincare here. So, a few times people have asked me what my current hair care routine looks like. So I do switch it up pretty often, but I am just trying to figure out what is my baseline routine as a wavy, semi-doing the curly girl method. So I have showed you guys a few of the products that I enjoy using, such as the Giovanni line. I've talked about how I find the curly girl method to be sometimes very frustrating, but I just need to sort of go back on that a little bit just to say that the curly girl method it's about embracing simplicity, and it's about embracing whatever texture that you have on the curly scale. And I know that I don't have super curly kinky hair, and I'm not trying to have super curly kinky hair, although I think that would be awesome. I am a wavy with some coils and even some straight bits, and that can be a very frustrating hair type because you're kind of in between states and there's no real method for us, and so it's a lot of trial and error. But on the flip side, the beauty of it is that we can kind of make different textures work for us. So I'm going to show you guys just a few of my go-to hairstyling things. So my hair is about 3 days dirty right now, and you'll see that it's fairly straight. Well, like big waves, kind of straight, really puffy. I have a lot of volume naturally and a lot of forehead. So whenever my hair is like this and I don't feel like going full on curly, usually what I do is I just kind of do like a ponytail, and then I embrace my bangs. So I have a whole lot of bangs here in the front that I can kind of hide in my hair whenever I'm going fully wavy slash borderline curly. Don't come at me. I know that I'm not curly. So this is what I do. Doesn't it look good? Yeah. So what I would do is just dampen down my bangs with my continuous mist bottle. This one's by Curl Keeper. Lots of companies just have their own versions of these things. Okay, so anyways, I dampen my hair and then I just sort of like work it against my cowlicks. So my hair usually wants to go in this direction, so I push it in the opposite direction from what it wants to do. So I still have some hairstyling products in my hair from a few days ago. I have Aveda Curl Keeper in here, which is not strictly curly girl, as it does contain a silicone, but it's a water-soluble silicone, and the rest of the ingredients just really work well for my hair. I like this product very much. It's as close to a one and done as I've found so far. I like the scent, I like the texture, it makes my hair feel really good. It doesn't make my hair the curliest it can be, but it brings out a good consistent amount of wave, and yeah, I just don't care about pushing my hair to the curliest it can be. I just, curly girl, or like the wavy girl method, whatever we want to call it now, is really just about working with what you have and not, spending 3 days styling your hair. This is what I do for my bangs. So I'm letting it sit in the opposite direction that it wants to go. And then what I'd usually do is just wait for it to air dry, or I would actually just like hit it with my diffuser. I know that it would be better to use my hair dryer without the diffuser attachment, but well, I'll show you my diffuser. Okay, so this is Connie the Connair. It's got a name, because why not? With the black Orchid diffuser at the end. It's massive. Like, I have like the world's largest head, and even for me, like, it fits, like I can get like at least a quarter of my head in there. So I didn't really need to do very much in order to fit this thing on. This is the one thing that people say about the Black Orchid, is that it's really hard to find a blow dryer that fits, but this is just like a regular Connair. I don't know what model it is. I got it like maybe 3 years ago at like Walmart for $20 or something. And all I had to do was remove the inner ring from the Black Orchid, which was really easy. It's just like it's just like a big plastic thing, and then there's like an extra little piece of plastic inside, and I just like knocked it out, and then it fit perfectly, and then I just added a little bit of polka dot duct tape to the bottom just to secure it. This is my situation. So I will just diffuse the front just to show you guys when it's dry and then what I do. Okay, so they're basically dry right now, and all I do is I just kind of like shake them forward, let them cool, and then just see what they are doing. And my favorite, I think I need to trim. My favorite product for my bangs is this Dry Lift Texture and Volume Paste by AG Natural. Oh, that didn't focus. There we go. A little goes a long way. It smells really nice. And you just take a tiny little bit, and it's like a dry shampoo mixed with a styling balm, and then I just kind of like work it through my hair and then work it in the ends a little bit. And then it adds a little bit of grip, a little bit of hold, but it also absorbs a little bit of extra oil, which is what you always need in your bangs. So, and then I would just spend a little bit of time placing my bangs. Of course this isn't gonna work out because I'm doing it on camera. Put the rest of my hair down so that I can just sort of get all the directions going the way that I want. So I am quite inspired by Edo Salon and their style of shags, and I've been trying to do my bangs kind of in that style, although I'm not going for like a full shag haircut. So this is sort of more or less how I would wear my bangs down. You see how they're going to this side? So this is just sort of like my natural cowlick. I work against it a little bit, but then I just sort of let it do what it wants to do once I've over-directed it a little bit, just so that it, you know, becomes bangs and doesn't just sort of like morph into the rest of my hair, which is what it'll tend to do because I wear my hair a lot like that as well. So this is one way that I wear my wavy hair, kind of like this, and then I can always add, you know, a little bit more balm throughout the layers to just kind of like shag it up a little bit more, some other hair products, but I'm not going to do that because I'm also going to show you guys how I do my hair if I want to refresh it as wavy. And usually when I do my hair wavy, I don't wear my bangs down, but I'm going to try that today just for fun. Because why not? Because it looks good too. I just tend not to because the textures are so different, and then what usually ends up happening is my bangs just kind of get like absorbed into the waves and curls. So again, I'm just wetting my hair with my continuous mister bottle. Well, not really wetting it, but like dampening my hair. And I already have the Aveda Be Curly in there. Do I have any other products in there? Oh yeah, I do. So I've got Aveda Be Curly in there. I have a little bit of this conditioner that I got from the from probably the last of the Beauty Heroes boxes that I've subscribed to. So it's the Tabitha James Kraan Clean Conditioner in Amber Rose, and it's a deep conditioner, I guess. It looks like this. It's okay, it's fine. It retails for $35, which I would never, I'm sorry, but I just wouldn't pay $35 for it. It's fine, but I'm not like crazy impressed by it. I use a lot of inexpensive, but I think really good products as well. So I'll show you guys those too. So yeah, like I've tried a lot of brands at this point. I've splurged on stuff like L.U.S. It was just too greasy for my hair. I feel like as a wavy, we do need to actually shampoo our hair more than a curly would. Our hair is not as naturally dry because the sebum from our scalp can work its way down into the lengths of our hair a little bit easier than someone who's got a very curly or a very kinky texture. Plus just the porousness of our hair is different. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, wavy hair just tends not to be quite as dry as curly hair, and we actually do get like oilier, and it shows a lot more when our hair is dirty. This is just water that I'm misting into my hair, and I'm just scrunching, and I'm going to add a little bit more. So again, it's the Aveda Be Curly. No, I'm not sponsored. Yeah, I wish that there were like there was more of the small brands that I would you know, support. But of all the ones that I found, I just didn't, I don't know, I just didn't really mesh with them. And honestly, I really don't like a lot of the branding. And I know that that's really superficial, but it's true. Like, I just don't like the branding of a lot of these popular, you know, Instagram type curly hair brands. I'm just being honest. Some other products that I use and that I like is the Mop Top Leave-In Conditioner. I also use the Mop Top, the Custard, but I'm saving that more for the summer. I like products that dry quickly in my hair for the winter, and for the summer I can definitely just go around with damp hair for longer because I don't feel like my hair is going to freeze and break off. So I find that this stuff dries really, really quickly. I like this leave-in conditioner for overnight. You can apply it to dry hair, which is really cool. When I need a clarifying shampoo, I go for the Live Clean Apple Cider. I'm pretty sure I found this at the dollar store. So Live Clean is a Canadian brand. I don't know if you can find it in the States. But I know that the Suave Daily Clarifying is a really popular shampoo that's super inexpensive that I can't find here in Canada, but I know that it's found in the US, so that's a good cheap clarifier. And I also have been liking, I just like crushed the bottle, but the Live Clean Extra Body Conditioner with Biotin. I really like Extra Body, even though I've got a lot of body most of the time. For wavy hair because they tend to be weightless, and so I like weightless quick drying products because it gives your waves the most chance to kind of like pop up and not necessarily be as curly as they can be, but definitely to be as weightless and just have a lot of movement, which looks really nice in wavy hair, I think. So that's sort of like my shampoo and conditioner. Another cheap conditioner that I like is the Tresemme Expert Botanique line. It's Curly Girl approved, and it's nice. Like, it actually smells like an expensive product. It's sort of got this like sandalwood thing going on, and it just works really well. And like this big thing is like $4. Go through a lot of conditioner as a wavy or as a curly hair, so it's good whenever you've got like good conditioners that don't break the bank. Like something like this, great for a treat, but not something that I would be able to like justify buying it like and having in the bathroom for like my whole family to use. So another product that I use often on top of this is my own hair serum that hasn't come out yet, but this is really great for this application process that Real Life Curly Girl calls the double application method. I think that's what she calls it. Basically, it's you put product in your hair once, and then once your hair starts to dry a bit, so pretend that my hair was just actually washed and not just refreshed, then you can apply a secondary product on top. It's also sort of like the Smasters technique where you smooth in a product like in the middle of air drying your, or not air drying, but diffusing your hair. So it's kind of the same idea. And my, like this product, of course I'll be telling you guys more about it as it's being released, but it's got flaxseed, which this also contains, and I love flaxseed in my hair. There's no glycerin in it. Glycerin's very low in this guy. And there's just different types of film formers and crunch inducers, and that's really not as disgusting as that sounds. Basically, the idea is that there's no glycerin, there's no humectants looking to draw anything from the air, which can cause problems if the weather isn't perfect. So because I know that we live in a world where the weather is completely imperfect, I'm creating something that is basically weather independent. So you don't have to be checking dew points and all that crazy making stuff, because that part was just really driving me crazy about Curly Girl was how weather dependent so many of the products were. So in an effort to make everything so much easier, I'm really trying to make my whole routine weather independent, except for not minding using things that dry slower in the summer. So gels and stuff like that, it'll take my hair 3-4 hours, even though it's not super thick and it's pretty short, it'll still take my hair 3 or 4 hours to dry in the summer, and I can't deal with that in the winter. So yeah, anyways, another product that I really like that's inexpensive, also by that Live Clean brand, is this Argan Oil Leave-In Conditioner Spray. I don't really feel like this is a leave-in conditioner. To me, this is more like a spray oil, and there's not very many oils on the market that I can use because most of them are so heavy that I just look like a drowning rat. Blech. Like it'll look like this in my hair all the time. My hair is still damp, so I'm just going to do a quick diffuse and then just show you the end of my routine. Okay, it's mostly dry, but I just not the most patient person in the world. And another way that I sort of cheat on Curly Girl is I do use some heat, especially in the winter, because I don't know, it's a nice treat. It feels good to like have a little bit of heat on my head. So it's not 100% dry, so it's not like the best time to scrunch out the crunch, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So I spray my hands with this Live Clean stuff, and then I just scrunch. The idea of spraying your hands with something before scrunching out the crunch is to kind of like lube up your palms so that you're not like pulling apart your curls or waves, and it sort of like leaves the pattern a little bit more intact. And then you're also just like crushing in all that moisture too, which is nice. Okay, so once this is 100% dry, I just kind of got this like free rocker kind of look, got the bangs down, and then if anything just really is not working out, my favorite go-to style is just to take a little bit from the sides and then just kind of pin it up like that or something like that. So, and then I can always just like get rid of my bangs, or I could rock more bangs. I do need a little bit of a trim though. So there you go. That is basically my winter routine. I wash my hair with shampoo at least once a week, if not twice. I do a clarifying shampoo at least once a month. Let's say every 3 weeks or so I do, or just whenever it feels like there's like a buildup kind of happening. I do a clarifying shampoo, and I tend to at least condition my hair every time I'm in the shower, unless it's like a morning shower where I need to get out the door quickly, in which case the shower cap goes on. Or I let my hair get a little bit steamed and a little bit wet so that I can just kind of use that to sort of reactivate whatever hair products I have in my hair after the shower, and then just do a quick diffuse. And yeah, I do the Squish to Condish. That is the #1 hairstyling thing that needs to be done as a wavy or a curly. It's really just squishing in that conditioner. Squish it in, squish it in. Whether you do it with your head upside down, right side up, towards the side. I just tend to do it towards like the side. I just go side to side. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy, but that's just the way I do it. And yeah, that's basically it. It's really simple. It's really fast. I'm still not totally dry, but that's the gist of it. So there you go. I will leave a list of the products that I've been using lately. I do have like so many other products, but really this is the type of routine that's just been keeping it really, really easy and simple for me. So hope you enjoy. Thanks. Bye.